Martin Luther King Jr. and as for now in your president no more way, but the kind of activism and advocacy some way and they were able to rally the people behind them. And at the end of the day, a lot of changes happened in America. I remember there was a time he ran to his father, Martin Luther Sr. and Okacha said the rate at which Abrafo treat blacks, when you're happy. But I didn't see that papa ain't mean be na for no consistently no more subject or more to this racial profile and a whole lot of stuff. And another papa catch and say no change is sudden. And I think that a Tony team and the advocacy in as for no good see the over and then US on their holiday calendar. I think that Martin Luther King Day celebrated a kind of impact through advocacy and activism in American democracy or more democratic journey. So what is happening here? No, I am not sure. Say, yeah, kasakeke making impact. You see that it's quite subtle. You might not feel it, but you see, yeah, Juma. I'm telling people, say politics yesterday cannot be same as politics today. But the ordinary and the average mind, consistently, exposed to some kind of information. Otherwise, platform this new social media platforms in my and other platforms are quite available. Information flow, so it's up to you to listen and then process. Now one can make informed choices and decisions based on that. So the those of us in this advocacy, don't give up. Let's keep on. Obviously, let's. So but because there be a mecha, to mean throw and sat in the air and say near my sabi obi an konkoda. And I did kind of Miss San Franco Holy Family Hospital, the chairman, Dr. Miao, on a medical director or hospital. Hospital, not up to in the state, Sabi, a best modern standard. But Confanoche Hospital now is one. It is a modern hospital in the medieval infrastructure. Modern hospital. I said. Phone that would share case what the house of flash but the phone screen now papa in as a format we are and house sign papa the era no a demand for modern way but infrastructure is so dilapidated say any senka do that particular standard same way and the platform so ya there is the need for us to call on government. Say, yes, Unfortunately, I keep telling people, say, everybody in a position of influence, with the capacity to call on government. Say, because abandon the to me. Whenever you have a position of influence, you have to place that clarion call on power welders. Say, at least, fix things for the good of society. But these people very often, when they are sick, they have access to foreign medical facilities, and very often they travel out and they go. But you see, they always come a time. The only option you have, the facilities there. Because what you are now collapse is either when you could plane take it to UK and I say, well, yo, the same facility no one you don't call. So I don't think that.
Yes, good afternoon. Welcome to your show this afternoon. Any opportunity once again to meet here now. You hear one or two things I also within your political space, and I'm sure say for quite a long time near you said your time in sir, but I catch you say anytime be a benya opportunity no, we will do our best to come your way. Say development na ɛkɔ so no yɛn nyinaa yɛbɛkeep yɛn ho up with happenings on the political arena. Yɛyɛ politics dimensions no, social, economic, and then lifestyle baabiara ɛka ho bi a yɛhwɛ sɛ the new Ghana narrative na yɛ champion no it will really work out, it will become a reality. Na ɛmɛyɛ sɛ yɛde ano ɛna ɛkeka nsɛm saa kɛkɛ na in the end no nothing happens. We are also hoping say the youth in Ghana here no definitely no will become a bit more enlightened on issues of politics, on issues, social issues, issues about their economic life, economic welfare, and why as a yɛka bom na yɛhu sɛ Ghana is a homeland whether we like it or not. It doesn't matter how far we go, how long we stay away. This is our homeland. And collectively, we are required to do everything that we can to ensure say we fix the rot a choky this country progress. The economic transformation are seeking, job opportunities are seeking, and the young people will be able to have access to jobs and then as for no nebetimi yi saa nneɛma no nyinaa firi hɔ no yɛbɛtumi ama saa nneɛma no abɛyɛ reality. And YouTube live no menhyɛ da ɛmma ha ma mɛyɛ live, but I think sɛ from time to time no yɛka sɛ yɛyɛ ɛwɔ ha will be able to build a platform as well sɛ ɛbɛyɛ a yɛbɛtumi a interact with a lot of our followers here on YouTube as well. Nti nipa bebree nyɛ aware because ɛyɛ impromptu kind of discussion ɛna aba, so I'm sure say as time goes on no people will learn. Nti waba ha we new no channel no title and I say ne din Ivan Che Innocent one. Yes, just pause and subscribe to the page. Very often they post two videos will have a break, and most of the discussion while they mix it on various TV stations and then as a forum no. When you subscribe to this platform, anytime be yeah post a video be post a video be no when your notification then you can watch. Nana ya baby I will be one of the ardent followers on various platforms and other followers on various platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and other network, Twitter, and then other platform and X and as a phone, you're welcome. And nneɛma bebree ɛrekɔ so ɛwɔ Ghana, and I think sɛ mo a mo follow development on the political landscape and as a political space no mate nsɛm a yɛ president ɛde kɔtoo dwa n'ano aberɛ a ohyia people from Ekumfi ɛwɔ the Jubilee House a ɔka de to wɔn anim plain sɛ ɔno no wabɔ ne ti mpɔ sɛ wanto aba ama no paa deɛ a adeɛ a yɛfrɛ no development deɛ to wadwen mu. Nsɛm no a ɔdaa n'adi ɛwɔ mpanimfoɔ no a wɔkɔhyiaa no ɛwɔ Jubilee House no anim no, nsɛm a ɔmampanyini a ɔwɔ Ghana ɛtumi de to wɔn anim no sɛ Ekumfifoɔ ɛnto aba ma no, nti no na over the years wɔyi n'ani ama wɔn sɛ adeɛ a yɛfrɛ no development deɛ ɔmfa bi nkɔ hɔ da. And I think that this statement is very deep, very, 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 very deep as people, no, as a you reflect upon. Now you so that we'll be able to understand the psyche of our president. And if you want to know why Ghana for here mu said yes this is the kind of person kind of was very vindictive person. No. The leadership na yɛka sɛ yɛto aba ma wo de tumi ma wo as a president a ɛyɛ ɔman no nyinaa ɛna yɛde wo ɔman no ahyɛ wo nsa. You do everything within your power as long as you remain president, you carry the heart and the soul of the entire country, whether people voted for you or not. Once you've been given a mandate by majority of the people to act as their president for a specified period of time, ɔman no obiara da wakoma so, and the developmental cake na yɛkyekyɛkyekyɛ no you expect say obiara ebenya ne deɛ. But for a certain president to look into the faces of these people and tell them boldly say I decided say menye development ɛwɔ mo hɔ because man to aba ama me no, I think there is something I think there is something that we need to be very worried about. Emmanuel Miraku, yes, I see you say we are live on Khaled. Thank you very much, my brother, for your presence. So for the president to tell them boldly, you need to understand the kind of person. Then you go back and ask yourself, say, people who started this kind of advocacy, saying, say, Akufo-Addo is not the president, now or more kind of one no. Then you begin to understand, say, and your time and a month for the time, no. But for a whole sitting president, with such a vast experience over the years, my culture or Akufo-Addo so president Eddie na me yakra, and what's me about the president. And if you carry on with such childish orientation, by looking into the faces of these people and tell them, "Man, to about development, no." It's so shocking and so surprising to a lot of people. But those of us here who know him, who understand him, him the kind of person we are not. But you see, ebi ana what in China free say ebi ana your time, ebi ana your way. I'm sure say right now you know say this is his real nature, because I told you, sir, when he went to Techiman, Abra Yabwa Mamfoto during the elections, now you expect to say the president will go and console, speak to the family, assure them, say, oh, yeah, call elections, the same to see, oh, ya tutu mo nipa wuye. So as a president, in my bar, may bar the family, no, na ma assure mo say going forward, but then Shishaya ebegu akwemu just to ensure say nipa a ɔmo ho kɔkaayɛ during elections, me as a president, the mayor bia ebe make sure say these people will get justice, mɛyɛ. No, ɛno was never the concern of the president. He rather went to Techiman and told them, say, mo, me buafu mo pa, ma mama region, mo to abanman to ama me mo to etia me. He never mentioned the fact that during the elections, there were footages all over circulating on social media that people died and their families were in Techiman. This is the person I kind of want them. The culture say to be a leader, to be president, there is something that is fundamental. There is one attribute. If you want to be a leader, you can't do without that attribute. And that attribute is empathy. Empathy. That is the one most important attribute a leader must have. Some say compassion. I don't want to say compassion, but compassion see like trying to draw people to you based on pity or kind of something. But way empathy. You should be very empathetic. And once you are very empathetic, you place humanity at the center of everything that you do. But once you become a leader, there is nothing like and these people are my enemies. These are the people I love, these are the people I do not. You those personal prejudices or whatever differences in no, as a man or as a leader, no, you don't show those things. But consistently, the nature of our president is such that he is unable to bury or hide these things. Abema, the real nature as a leader who is very empathetic, leader who is very ready to unite all front. Because as a president, before you can lead a country and succeed, you must be able to enlist the collective support of everybody around the country, to move toward direction. And yes, when you are going left, people will be pushing you to the right. When you are going west, people will be pushing you to the north. Where you are doing the right thing, people will be criticizing you. You become so much confused. So at the end of the day, you do it in such a way, say, whenever you speak, your language must not be divisive. Your language must not seek to disintegrate, but rather must build cohesion, national integration. Your language must bring people together. Your language must unify people. It must inspire, give people hope, should bring people together. Those were the days our president Bejina TV so or kasa sabi. Every we baby now manfo gather radio manfo gather baby because they want to listen to the message of assurance from their president. Because whenever a president is speaking, it's supposed to be very powerful, uniting, building cohesion, integration, not disintegration. But anytime be a president benya akwenya to take a bigger platform where people expect to say this is a man who is a president, you are supposed to act as a president, then those childish orientations will come in. Because he's so vindictive to the extent that he can't hide those negative attributes within him. So he will look you in the face and tell you, say, Chale, man to Obama mintino, menye development amount. How dare you? How dare you? Because President Ben Abbas Asisua or my it's not possible. That cannot happen unless you are childish, unless you are not ready to grow, unless you are so infantile to the extent that you are not ready to accept the reality, because there is no single president ever to have ascended to any throne or any seat of government in this our assase way so that person no your friend is say the whole country no be ato abama. It's not possible. It's not possible. Obi wɔ ha wonyɛ ne hwɛ, but even ideologically, or no belonging to the other side, and they will not vote for you. Because if you go to the United States of America, typical conservative, typical traditional conservative are such that it doesn't matter what obi a Democrat and we liberal, but onto abama then, because these are ideological biases that these people have, because inherently, ɛyɛ ade a ɛtara wɔn akoma ho sɛ no, ɔman no ɛsɛ obi a ɔyɛ conservative na edi so. So that person doesn't care whether all the good policies are for good policies. But so obviously, them bia we omampanyin a enye obi a na beto aba ama wo. Ma me fa nkɔ Hong Kong na na omoto aba. Abato na omoto ye no, I wish I can project the results, but from time, I think that as time goes on, as I may build the way now, I'll be able to project some of these things. Sabaya nipa behu. So oko Hong Kong, ye friend saying elections na or more ye na now results na. You come to the realization say president na or win elections the person who won the elections one to me nya your friend is saying majority vote to crown and sanka or more election here simple majority. He couldn't get 50 plus 1. Or when they share among themselves 40, 35, 20 something something. I'll confirm the results and then talk about it later. And that or your president, but he couldn't get 51 plus. Which means the president any even half of the people to decide. But more election is just simple majority. But we win the election. So such a person into me like I said, but before I'm for about me. Into development, different development there. Me mamu be come to about me. Yes, sabi yung krasa sem na krasem. You don't expect the president to make such comment. But win him. Into a man young krasem ne say. Whenever we are taking taxes from the people, whenever we people amount for ekwajo salary no mu year adwuma omu tua taxes, when people are buying on the street and they are paying taxes, we don't consider when the to abama buying, when a NDC ni, when a MPP ni, when a wine. We are here because of say ye Ghana for and taxes it's ya na pay. Enti say ye me tax, near the comma president. That president they say tax even though maje, but anam say one to abama mentino. Development, development there, me maubi. And the person is bold enough to look you in the face and tell you, say, hey, about what farmer there, but development, PFN development there, me maubi. Does it make sense? Does it? Does it really make sense for a whole sitting president to look, to sit in front of cameras and tell people? So when it happened in the voter region, and some of us were talking about, people felt, oh, yeah, Semna president can, people should not take it serious. You remember, bra, voter region, VRO if you could be in so good, nipa soma nsuo, say omoja pade ane na se for no. At the time, nipa neni to gu omunsam. Abrantie bi a oyen the portrait nkokɔ asabi ɔde ne sika ne akɔhyɛ saa adeɛ ma mayɛ na yɛ bie nsuo ama nsuo asesa ne portrait nkokɔ ne nyinaa kɔ asabi adwuma na ɔyɛ no ayɛka de asi ne fie ɛdan tete nsuo ani nipa tete nsuo ani. These people are very worried. The president goes there and tell them say maba ha ɛnyɛ because moto aba ma me na yɛka obi obeto aba ma me de a enka mama ha. At that point, you don't make such statement. That is what I'm saying, sir. Anytime bia your president we unkra script. Yenyan meka script a yenyan tro asem ma ne se papa je kokan. Na ono abe na dwe se obo ne tim aka asem no. Tem bia o de asem ba. Because o ka asem no wi a na obisa on say panyini na kasa ya na sa akra na kasa because me amete ha me nya nyini. Me amete ha me nya president. But menya akwanya say me president I will not make such disparaging and such irresponsible comment to people. Say, man, to Obama, my president area. Do I care who voted for me or who didn't vote for me? My duty is to ensure, say, I serve the people of Ghana and leave a legacy legacy, our certain footprint, and that footprint will forever linger on the minds of the people for long and forever. That is what you should be concerned about, not who voted for you and who didn't vote for you. But our president doesn't give a damn about some of these things. His nature is his nature. He's not somebody who is ready to change. It's not somebody who is ready to repent. Nti ono ne de one for about man ne de wakari ewo nakoma mu. Nti sɛ wobɛhwɛ even within his own party, the MPP party no. Nipa ɔmo ne no bɛnya asɛm nyinaa no o resolve ɛnyɛ ye because ɔyɛ saa tintinintinifo no bi no wo ne nya asɛm a and forever and ever you are enemies forever. And he will make sure that he got back at you. As a leader, you don't do these things because strong people are people who don't hold grudges against people. Weak people hold grudges, but strong people do not hold on to grudges and those things. That is what I'm saying. Say, going forward, say, there are certain basic qualities that we need to look at for. You see, me, that be a social media, more platform, and say for you know, they make kind of say. I just want us to be enlightened to a point. Say, yebeduru baabi no, yankasa no, wobɛtena ase, and whenever you are making decisions, you'll be even be laughing, and you'll be never catch because who the miansa to the stand say it's so easy for you to make your friends decisions. It's so easy for you so we can't say who say answer so that we'll be able to delete emotions from some of the things that we do because leadership no you're taking for granted into no obia sorry also a president daddy obia sorry so the basic and the core elements basic attribute you need to look out for in a leader the man will be a leader no those things we don't look for those things. And when people are coming to the stage, they preach about money, money, money. And I'm about bra and I'm misika. Who cares about what bra? Who cares about when you're misika? Who cares about because at the end of the day, if you are a rich man and you become president, you are not going to feed anybody. Being a rich man, you don't feed anybody. The thing is, present yourself to the people so you have the basic qualities. I am a leader. The qualities are a nipa a leader and core a being empathetic, be able to feel say I'll be caught trouble ma you put yourself in the person's shoes and try to say oh yeah baby say nipa because me see people out there and I must see dying 20 and I must see with him a man for a japade chance omu obi akra nkai obi a no. The biggest legacy you can leave on this planet is the impact you make on others. That is why I was telling people, say, the richest man ever to have lived in this country, Kwame Nkrumah. People are confused. He's the richest man because today the guy is so rich to the extent that he has been able to buy portions of your brain. That is why I want that sorry. Nkrumah team. He has bought portions of textbooks. He has bought portions. Almost every Ghana's political history can never be told without the name Nkrumah. So he is the richest person. He sits right in your brain. He sits right in your heart. He sits right in textbooks. Go to various universities across Africa. Every political book on Africa will be Nkrumah Diwom. That was how filthy rich that guy was and still is. So we don't care about who has got money or because if you are rich, you're not coming to feed anybody. Let's send a message that will engender trust, that will build confidence, that will inspire people. Say, yes, this is our leader because you see, the whole essence of leadership is not about you, one person coming to do anything. No, leadership isn't about that. It's about a person who will be able to inspire and rally his people, the collective might of the people at his back. Collectively, you work together because there is no single person on this planet as a leader who can do things on his own. No, you need to enlist the collective might, the collective will, and the collective energy of the people to do things. So whenever you are at a loggerheads with your people, you can That is why Akufo-Addo has never known peace ever. I'll be the president. Adebi oye biya utimi say yankwadasem no oye because he has lost the support of the people. All on the various social media platform, people put cameras in front of them. They lambast the president because of things are oh yeah, utimi say time. And yes, will be a time. Because I say, hey, me papa ye president anka adan ka me de. Saa na wow, yeah, ya wo ha ye hwe yi. Saa nko bia papa ye president me so na ya o papa ye president na kasa mre. Ali Emmanuel Mreku ne baby girl ne other people. Papa ye president wani beje. But you see, we are not talking about just being president keke without responsibility. Oh. We are talking about being president with responsibility. Because nipa need also, how do you ensure say these people, the woman no, ebetimi put to good use, ebetimi build the people. So whenever you go back, what baby na yakasa your former president now can tell blessings that you can say yes, I made these people. I brought these people to limelight. I built this platform. And these people are leveraging way to become who they are today. You become proud because property is not kind. There is no property was as important than how we invest in human beings. Now, dying who kura na obusiafo akọ ho akuku omo ho wɔ ho. But if you're able to build people, if you're able to build people, forever is a legacy. So if you're not building one kayo krana, you know for sure. Say you build that particular person, you have given somebody life. As a leader, that is what you should commit to. As a leader, that is what you commit to. Not just talking anyhow, just doing things anyhow. Like you don't get it. You don't get it. But behavior Akufo-Addo adana di nyinaa from day one besi ne. Echire pefe say akwa we onye leader. Or the patapaa ne nasefo no. Yes, it's true. Your friend say treasure asante. Yes. Patapaa ne saa se binsem hunu ne buga buga no. Saa nema na na ode ne ne mu a. More or less like a gangster with the presidential badge. Said the misika na no. Just buga 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 buga. Even common sense, where you are supposed to exercise emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence, because this is in Krofo mo free omo kuro mo aba ahemfo ne mpanifo abegyina wanim se nana development de ye kuro ye nya bio yenso ye Ghana for yenso ye tua taxes every president ano a mo ma menka nkere mo na mo nto aba ma me no me da development ama mo me de meka no kra kere mo na me mfie mu because mo nto aba ama me. Really? 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 This is a president. Na meka say yenom a ye nkra yi kura asabi. Obeka say ye ba na no adai. We will not make such comments. This is a man without a soul. And you can't be president. It's very difficult. Because you see, I remember very well. Abra Brante ya owa America ya wu ye friend George Floyd yi. Owu ya minim for whatever reasons. And Akufo-Addo no mbegi si ya ho say ya ye yi ama no e wo kroma set a platform. E ye niam bebre e ye. It was a national kind of something. Abranteɛ bi a yɛse yɛ comedy no sɛdeɛ bɛn o. The guy abɛyɛ so frustrated. Ghana ni ohun de yɛ no na abranteɛ no kɔforo light pole. Out of this economic desperation ne n'asefoɔ nom nyinaa, ɔkɔforo light pole ɛna ekiki no na ɔte bɛhwe fam na owuiɛ. I was on TV. We console the family. Yɛn nyinaa obi akyerɛ n'adwen why there is the need for us to solve the economic crisis a yɛn nyinaa yɛ face. People who think that there is no tomorrow, people without hope, because leadership is about giving the hopeless hope. Those with that direction, you give them a sense of purpose, you give them direction. There are people who are weak, always, they need some support, somebody to speak to them, to give them certain energy, to boost them to move around. There are differences. Papa, yes, it happened in Kaswa. Till date, Akufo-Addo never issued a single statement on that particular thing. This is your president, on your president for Pakistan, and on your president for China. He's a president of Ghana. And this is the kind of tragedy Ghana ni suffer. He never even to go to his Facebook, Twitter account to type something. Say, Sabi, no wahu, but you consult with the family till date, not the president. Asɛm na esi ɛwɔ nkwaraa nsa na yɛkɔfa a maame bi ba ahomakye kɔbɔ polisifoɔ kɔbɔɔ ne tuo ekuu no a nsɛm no youth no take matter into their hands and na certain uproar because so yɛkɔku another person no till date Akufo-Addo never commented on that particular issue. Elections na yɛyɛ a yɛku nipa 80 no na sɛm a ɔka yɛ ne sɛ your friend saying the 2020 election was peaceful but for few regrettable deaths. This is a death nipa 8 young people yabɔ mutuo life aku omo no or say a few regrettable deaths and you know till date not even a single investigation has been committed. You can be a leader. I don't know make a obi during the Korean War. American soldiers omukọ Korea omukọ wuye. They've died 50 years ago. 50 years ago, I said, omufunu aprasa Ukraine. And the American government sent a delegation to Korea. They had a discussion with them and made sure say omufunu krano omutu funu na sese gu play mu e de call America say be your family e benya ba bia si omu aka say ye nipa wo ye soldier ni okowu Korea and ne tumbu nie. These people spent a fortune to bring those things. Those your friends say cops are woo for 50 good years. That is how these people cherish and value human beings. They are called elections. President now under his watch, such a tragedy happen. The president now under his watch, such things happen, and you expect say at least or show a bit say or a human kakra. Because when President Kasa, but the guy doesn't care. So sometimes you want to ask yourself, say, is this guy a real leader or he's just a gangster? Sabi, yeah, amen, or with certain presidential privileges, no. Is he really a president or he's a gangster? Because some of these things that he does, I am not sure. It's like it's so amazing. And sometimes I feel so ashamed and embarrassed because I can't ever imagine myself doing some of the things that he's doing as a leader, as a president, because they say we are president. What never would the and sometimes or personal lifestyle and as a folk be or her. It's what they send to now to baby because you have become a plain book. You are if you're a leader, you are like a textbook. Everybody is reading. There are those who read you to draw inspiration. There are those who read you to draw hope. There are those who read you just for certain energy to drive them along. But if the president is behaving this particular way, and on the other side, when you turn around and you want to see, okay, let's say the president is Carlos. Let's say he's this, he's that. Yes, he's a very arrogant person. Okay, is he really performing as president? Economically, is he really doing well? That particular line, no, there a West. Don't you ask yourself, say, "Enti nipa na ote as also a president no." The some fast one say because kasa winim kasa, amamu a winim bu. Enti the some fast one say, ni nyina coming back to yes, ni Ama Johnson, he came to steal and to the yes, it's true. So ni nyina come back to one thing: money, 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 money. It's not nice. Omeka say sika no wontimi ntena Ghana as obey president wanya sika na bi na wakɔkyɛn Bill Gates. So that's what them all. Some of these guys don't even have houses of their own because you see wealth no more no they are using their wealth to make impact on others. That is and the bema man for akayomo. Majority of the monies these people make a lot go to charity. Do you know why they do that? Okay. You could have used that money to build a whole city. Ejobia taxes, you can't remember no. But money is for humanity, for the good of humanity. That is why any pesika. Yes. Just imagine what crowd to yanuma be even so be slow. Your friends say 100 Ghana, 200 Ghana, 500 Ghana, that's a winner be mana. Look at the way you feel. You feel good. You don't care about nipa na this kind of man not that much, but you feel good within yourself because you know, say, as human, why you with duty just to help your fellow human being. Until we a leader, that is what you do. That is what you commit to. But you can't papa where you some from day one. Esa say na man for free say o say be your time. But the way a manner nema ada dia babeduri, I think that now people can see say, oh, this is really serious. Because you can't just look into the faces of your people and be disrespecting them on daily basis like this. And to just imagine, say, oh, call hobby and I can't say look at the way you feel. Then you ask yourself, President Nekasa say, yes, this is a president of a country talking like that. And ocean the track record. That is why I'm telling you, say, the guy is not a leader. He has never been a leader. He's just an imposter who, in the name of this cheap partisan politics way, and to be president. Because say you have 30 people. Now you go through certain personal characteristics to look at Nipano. Nisuni ne banya. I am not sure Senka Akufo-Addo will come anywhere close to even to being even an assemblyman. Today he's president. And all the nasty stuff you least expect from a president, he's throwing it at us. You can't do anything. You can't do a damn thing about it. You can't do anything. And nothing seems to be working. And that's my worry. And that is why I want the young people in this country to rise above this partisan thing. It's good to belong to a political party because, after all, it takes a political party to rule a country. But let us be very careful. Let us be very reasonable in the way and manner we exercise that mandate because it's very crucial. Don't vote based on emotions. Don't vote based on any panel. No, 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 no. These are the basic key attributes that you need to look at for. Because a president and my munipa bewu nobody me catch us a few regrettable deaths. No investigation. We are quite fast or you kun kaka e till date. No investigation has been done. Shekwanya Ahmed Swale was killed, gunned down in a broad day. Say nothing has been done. And issues no can we can't continue to live like this. That's my worry. So this is nothing personal because some people have what's here at time like a share before like you don't even know how to the kind of perspective I will put it because I it's meant to see how a president will wake up and look at people and say want to about my mentino many development about like really like how it doesn't make sense. It doesn't really make sense, not at all. And on daily basis, Akufo-Addo keeps proving us right, say the guy is no leader. Or no, he's behaving like some kind of a gangster with executive privileges, or the open or just do things without records because he thinks he is not answerable to anybody. Nano hwɛ kwan a yɛfa so a mmeranteɛ bɛyɛ ɔmo yɛfrɛ sɛ convention yi kwan a ɔfa so a ɔtɔpido no me I don't care about the convention whoever coming but the thing is so wonim sɛ convention no ɔmma ɔmo nyɛ a don't allow them to come, don't even allow them to book the place, tell them straightforward sɛ Charlie convention no because of way yɛma mo nyɛ, but don't entertain, book the place to the person, give what you are. He flies all the speakers from whichever wherever direction the location of free but about few minutes after you torpedo such an organization. I'm worried about the message it is sending out there because already, so if you look at the human rights index and all the distant statistics now, we have been falling below. We are going deeper. As a president, these people coming, they have some sort of some international recognition. The media will follow them. So if you torpedo such an event at that last minute, you may do it for a good reason. But the thing is, sending negative signals, reaffirming and confirming the notion out there, say Ghana about human rights in those basic way, no, so that is the message you're sending out there. Me say, so all reasons, not one person, yeah, you are the president, you can do whatever, just stop it. But not at the time, I want more license, nipa ni nyina ba, people were trooping to the place. Now the soldier for akwakugu. You don't do that. You do not do that. And idea way enya baako, enya mienu. It's been happening, it's been happening, it's been happening. And ni nyina ba, you say order from above. Ni nyina goes back to the president. Ni nyinaa ba, it goes back to the president. It goes back to the president. Obia say order from above. The above is the presidency. And you cannot sit there and tell us Nema way no and then you keep quiet and it's happening. It's happening in thousandfold. It's repeating on daily basis. Ghana is not a banana republic. And Akufo-Addo, Ghana is not for you. Because let me tell you, Kwame Nkrumah came. Onokra there, the term of rule, no, he extended it beyond Ghana. Nkrumah's influence swelled over the whole of Africa, even in the Asia. In the Asia, Nkrumah had significant influence. At the UN, he was very influential. It's the reason why he was invited to China. Because now American Vietnam War nana no, they wanted Nkrumah to go there as a mediator to broker a deal. Say, yeah, that war will stop. It means Nkrumah's power at that particular time no was so big to the extent he had this international recognition. Even him, Nkrumah no, today, but his legacy lives on. The only thing I Nagana need the car and the legacy. Nobody care about car, no use now or car before car. Nobody care about the dime we see yet. Nobody cares about his bank account. Nobody cares about dime that we see what easily gone. And phobia on after all. When I will see dime we easily gone, you know you are dime do say about them. You can't want me nampa me so wait me that dime you. Nobody cares about those things. Nobody cares about those things. But the legacy he left behind is something that is being celebrated all over Africa. And we as a leader, you should know, sir, it is not about the amount of money you get. It is not about the properties. It is about the legacy, the impact you make on life of the people. Sabe amanfo betimi atena ho adi adanse say papa we penso de sabi nema ye o. That is the legacy people will want to remember you for. If you could sit down movie. Now, die now, could see a movie. No, because I was a bit me 100 years. But if you make a significant impact on a community, on your country, if you provide them the needed economic incentive for growth, the needed incentive are you to leverage to realize their innate human potential. Because my culture said the creative energy in African Ghanaian youth, so immense. All that they need is a certain platform to maximize, to leverage their hidden, innate, and potential. That's all that you got to do as president. Being there today, you can be giving out silly, foolish executive orders. You few days next year by this time, you will not be president. You will not. So why don't you focus on building a legacy that will make Ghanaians remember you? Going home like this, what do you think Ghanaians are going to remember Akufo-Addo for? And you're not going to be power forever. Rollins by Onokradia, he is one person that Opo would dig Ghana swatcha and Obi anywhere I'll bet you be Ghana so be in the history of this country under this constitutional arrangement. I'll bet you be 19 years and over. Rollins or Wahifa. Ushana Wunhuno. A man for can brain a property in as for I think they will be Rollins is sa or my Japadian can Ghana for at a mouse by Bedi Ghana president, no Shana Wunhuno. Mahama Babi on a masoja for dinachi. Hey, yeah, and all no. He's a former president today. Or can't say ma Ghana for number from Pamumfa. The same way next year, Kufo Kramajanu, on a crowd and nail to which ne fie hɔ a ɔte no asɛm ba sɛ hei yɛnsɔre nwane ɔntumi nsɔre nwane adeɛ si sɛsiaa na ɛsɛ hei obi adwane a kufoɔ ɔbɛyɛ ɔma mpanyini ɔnam ana body gas akɛsefo de he can't even run. That is how life saa na life teɛ. He can't even run to save himself unless obi na bɛboa no. So wonya enti mmerɛ na wonya tumi na ɔbaeɛ na ɔde bɛyɛ akakabensɛm di nipa so sɛ bɛdi nsɛmhunu keka nsɛmhunu kyerɛ nipa a nkae nnɛ you won't even get people to come close to you. So my culture say life leadership the biggest investment any leader can make. Even in our families, the biggest investment. Now, you know who say nyansa nti na ya adwene say your top property akese, your to adan akese, your to car akese, your to phones akese, and the maya big. No, the investment you make in others. And the money pakayo. If you want to leave a legacy, a lasting legacy, invest in people. Leave a mark. So, like I'm saying, it is very, very, very important. Say yebe make it invest in people. Cause and I'm fast also. Say young ni sa anything I yebre. So leadership na eba no nyina no. None and a bar what devoted to solve a nipa. None and what devoted to say or what to build people. About properties. Can overrate about all that he's committed to is to say, oh, make it property. Come on. When you get off from the political landscape, and nobody cares about your property. Nobody cares about your property. So African leaders must learn sense. Now, who said the greatest investment that any leader can make is the investment you invest in people, make people, invest in people, not properties, not stealing monies. Come on. That is why some of our leaders, by president, they just pass like a deal. They go, people don't even remember them. Yes, baby Ivan, please, you should be more live. Yo, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm trying. Say meet me I am more live. Here, Fena, me try so over here. Hey, me try some me set it up kakra. So microphone now. Me there, yeah, me they share very soon. I'm trying to meet me a whole studio, and we will have time from time to time, yɛbɛtumi ameki yɛ way kakra. I think the network no a disturb it, but I'll try as much as I can. Sɛ ɛbɛyɛ a yɛbɛtumi ayɛ. So live no the Facebook, like I said, YouTube, I'll be coming here more. Nti wa wonya subscribe yɛ no just try and subscribe. Sɛ ɛbɛyɛ a yɛba live a wobɛnya notification. Some have already. Yɛbɛn nsa dodoɔ na yɛ say da biara ba live a they get notification. I think say Emmanuel Mreku and few others. Yes, until we subscribe and you can even share the page. Sebaya man for betimi follow the message. Yeah, we want it to go fast. Sebaya man for benya BTA. So after we can even copy the link and then put it on various platforms also, because this is a message that we need to chase people and give it to them. And I'm like a message in it, you bedroom baby no. What your bedroom, you better wow. Because some of us are not cowards. You can't threaten, you can't intimidate. No. That I no crowd and can you how that we are committed, sir. Yebe ya mana, yebe ye, ayamana ye. That is our focus, and that is all that we're seeking to do. So, another, like I said, we are not backing down. Network, I think that a year wake across. So let me see if I can some challenge across say.